Hi, happy Friday. So I am recording your directions today because it is an asynchronous day. I am out of the office. So here's what you're doing. Let me show you on your screen. You are taking a test today. This is your Unit 2 exam in big bold letters. I said you have to get this in by midnight. That way I have all of them to grade at once. I don't want to have to go back and get yours later. And if I do, then I'm sorry, I'm going to take a grade off. And maybe you're just going to take that risk. But it should be a pretty easy recording test, essay test, because if you've been here, you know this stuff. You're going to tell me about it, and it's open note. So again, as in the last essay exam I gave you for Unit 1, you have 4 prompts. You are going to either talk about social change in the progressive era, immigration, Great Depression, FDR programs. You get to toss one of those out. And when I talk about immigration, that's immigration in the 1920s. Social change, that would involve technological changes, changes for women, changes for African Americans. For the immigration, you're going to be talking about the Red Scare and the danger that that poses to unions and union organizing in the 1920s after World War I. Why we had the Great Depression, and there were factors that led up to the total market crash of 29. So that could be one of your topics. Or all this week, I have been presenting programs from FDR that provided relief, recovery, reform. Before you start recording, I want you to jot down some talking points. So you've got some general direction where you're going. Go ahead and write on this worksheet and answer these questions. Jot down, what are you thinking here before you jump in? And that way you're going to have much more of a clean recording of your ideas. And how am I grading you for this? So last time that you did one of these for me, this is the category that I think you could bump up a little bit, the historical information. I want you to dig into your notes. And when you are talking about the 1920s, I want you to give me some actual specifics, actual legislation, actual things that happened, dates even. Like we saw the Oklahoma massacre. When did that happen? You could include that if you're talking about social change. So I want to hear some dates that tie you and anchor you in time for your general knowledge. And then I am grading you also on if you cover all of the topics, so make sure that you've filled out that worksheet. And then just if you're trying to record at least a 2 to 4 minute analysis of this time period. When you go to record, and I know I'm in teacher mode, so you can't really see the submit button, but where my cursor is, this area is where you can click in, and when you click the submit button, you'll be able to see right below a tiny little microphone and a tiny little camera on Schoology. And that is what I would like you to use for your recording. When you're done, if you're doing a video recording, you can show me this prep sheet here the prep sheet's down here. You can show me that, yes, I had some, guidelines for where I was headed. I wasn't just, talking off my head. And so I would see that you've done some prior planning. You would upload that. And you could show it right to the camera, or if you're doing an audio recording, then you'll have 2 submissions. You'll submit one as your audio recording. Make sure your audio recording uploaded. I will give you a 0 if you just don't even check. And then your second recording your second upload will be your notes. And then that's it. So that is, and don't forget to take attendance today, because I have a sub here. And if you are virtual, you need to check in that you are, or actually, I think for attendance, that sub has to call out and see if you're here. And then you could go off and go do your recording. So have a wonderful weekend. Don't forget to, on Monday, we have class. It's asynchronous, but we're going to start World War II. And this is our last unit. So for Monday's asynchronous assignment, will you please watch another one of those this century movies? It's Weighted, and it talks about conditions going on in Europe that lead us to getting involved in World War II. And then we'll talk more about that in class on Tuesday. Hope you had an amazing Friday and an amazing weekend, and I'll see you soon.